Well, this could not have come at a worse time. Coming off the heels of Frank Ragnow retiring, Detroit Lions second round pick Tate Ratledge is seemed to be going the route of 30 or 29 other second round picks and is looking to possibly hold out from Detroit Lions training camp. Now, this is a critical piece for the Detroit Lions offense, seeing as how Frank Ragnow did retire. We do have Graham Glasgow that could be the center, but everybody was assuming that Tate was going to be the guy that would take over that role. But it looks like that he is trending toward potentially holding out, which is unreal. Now, I am all on the side of the players. I've decided that many years ago, I watched a documentary from Flimlo Raps about how the Detroit Lions treated Calvin Johnson and what he had to go through in order to play. And from that point on, I decided I would always side with the players. But in this case, I think that the second round picks are getting a little ahead of themselves. Let's take a look at what exactly is going on. Well, first round picks have guaranteed money. The first 4 years, they have the fifth year option. They are the only round that has the fifth year option. So their 4 years are guaranteed, fully guaranteed. They're the only round that happens. Not only do they get the guarantee, the fully guarantee, but they also have the fifth year option. Well, what is happening this year is that second round picks are starting to kind of band together and demand fully guaranteed contracts. And it all started with a few, I think it's only 2 second round picks that have been signed. The other 30 are holding out, and one of them is Tate Ratledge. So here's my concern with this. Now it's the second round. Then it's going to become the third round. Then it's going to be the fourth round. Then eventually it's going to be the entire draft, that every single draft pick will be fully guaranteed. Now, this could not come at a worse time. I'm all about the players getting their money, but it could not come at a worse time because of the predicament that the Detroit Lions find themselves in the center category. Again, not a huge blow because we got Graham, but we drafted this guy with the fact or with the notion that Frank Ragnow could possibly retire. But what's going on, and what did Mike Florio have to say? According to Pro Football Talk, the second round picks should have held out earlier at minimum. They should have collectively skipped mandatory minicamp. Instead, all of them signed participation agreements and showed up for work despite not being employed throughout the offseason program. That's right. So just in case you didn't know, these current players are not employed. They have not signed their contracts to be part of the National Football League, so they're unemployed at the moment. Former Georgia Bulldog offensive lineman could miss the start of training camp. He has until Wednesday to ink his rookie deal. Now, of course, this is coming from Detroit Lions on SI. If no deal is agreed upon, Ratledge will follow Chargers wide receiver Trey Harris, who is now holding out from the start of camp after not reporting over the weekend. So it seems as though Tate Ratledge, because the rookies are supposed to report on Wednesday, the veterans report on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So he has until Wednesday to sign his deal or he can't participate in training camp. I want to know, how is Brad Holmes feeling right now? Now, I understand this is a solidarity move by the second round picks to kind of band together so that they can get guaranteed contracts. But again, the CBA can fix this in about 5 years or so. Whenever the new CBA comes around, they can fix this, because this is only the start. First round picks, okay. Second round picks, if they do this, which it appears they are, this is going to set a precedence. That means that next year, the second round picks are going to do the same thing. The year after that, the year after that. And then if they do it, why not the third rounders do it? And so on and so forth. So I understand it. I get it. Like I said, I'm pro player all day. I just don't think that this is a good look. This has been like this for a while. And the CBA could change this. They could change this. So you have some second round picks that come in and decide that they're going to, and I think it might have started last year. This started. I think it could have been where it started last year. Yeah, according to SI, says last year, linebacker Chris Braswell of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who was selected at the same position as Ratledge, inked a 4-year, $6.7 million rookie deal with $3.8 in guaranteed money. So it seems like it started last year. And it's going to get worse. You know how things get worse before they get better? It's going to get worse if this continues. The fact that it started last year, it trickled over deeply into this year, and next year, no second-round picks are going to sign. Watch what happens. Unless they change the language in the CBA, they amend it somehow so that they don't have to wait another 5 years in order for, because I think it's 2030 that the CBA is up. I think that they're going to have to do something, or next year is going to be that next year. And they're going to have to add something to the contract that says like no other rounds can do this. But then you're thinking, okay, well, if you let the second round picks do it and they kind of bullied you into a corner, why can't we do it? And you could argue like when you get to like the 5th, 6th, and 7th round, they'll just cut you. They're like, well, you ain't going to make the team anyway. So I don't know, man. Tell me what y'all think of this. Again, I'm all pro player, but at the same time, it's like, yo, man, he couldn't have picked the worst time to do this. He couldn't have picked the worst time to do this. And I wonder, like, Frank hasn't officially retired yet. Wouldn't that be something if Frank Ragnow says literally, hold my beer and hold my fish? You want to play games with my former team? Let me come and do my thing. You sit your butt on the sideline, young punk. So I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. You think this is a good look for Tate and any other second round pick? Do you think what do you think is going to happen? Do you think the NFL has to get ahead of this? Do you think this is going to continue? I personally think it's going to get worse. I think this is, once you see somebody do something and it works, you're going to keep doing it. Other people are going to keep doing it. We've seen people basically, it's the same thing as a player basically bullying their way out of a current contract to get another one or to be traded. We see what's happening with Trey Hendrickson, although he deserves that the Bengals puts them around for years. So, but we've seen this. We've seen it with Devontae Adams. We've seen it with people who, if they want out, they force their way out. If they want a contract, they force their way into a new contract, and they still are under the current contract. So I don't know, man. I don't think it's a good look at all. Maybe Tate is just taking a stand with his other brothers, his other second round picks, because it seems like that they have come together. I don't think it's a good look. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Just a little reminder, and I'll be making a video about this standalone. Training camp tickets go on sale tomorrow, sale at 10:30. They only, according to the Dearborn Fire Code that they said at Allen Park, I believe that they can hold like 4,500, but expect it to be some spaces or less seating, because according to the training camp guy, they can only allow up to 3,500 in the facility or around the, for training camp. So that means that it might be even harder to get tickets. I have seen that season ticket holders who got 3 days exclusively to themselves, some of them were unable to get tickets. I don't like the fact that the Detroit Lions will allow you to buy 4 tickets per session. So one person could have 4 tickets and they never even go. So I don't know, maybe they can do something like they do season tickets, where if you don't go, you are banned from the next year, or you are limited to just 1 day. I don't know, but that does go on sale at 10 o'clock tomorrow, the 15th, which is Tuesday of July. But let me know what you think about Tate Ratledge and the other second round picks. Are you feeling some type of way? I'm like, yo, man, we trying to win Super Bowls. We trying to win. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. He might be in between a rock and a hard place. It could be where he's trying to support his brothers, but he really don't want to do it, but he's trying to show solidarity. I don't know. But at the same time, man, like, this is bigger than one man. This is about the team. And it seems like that a lot of these players are making it about themselves over the team. And to this point, I can't really say any Detroit Lion has really done that. Right? They haven't really done that. We have not had a guy hold out under Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. As a matter of fact, somebody put it in the comments, when was the last person to hold out on the Detroit Lions? Let me know in the comments below. And also, I failed to answer the trivia question. All these videos are off the dome. So I asked the trivia question in my last video. Who was the draft pick before Ndamukong Suh? Ndamukong Suh was drafted 2nd overall in 2010. Who was the first pick in the 2010 NFL draft. I got to do it the right way. With the first pick in the 2010 NFL draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Sam Bradford. He was I forgot to mention it, but somebody did put it in the comment section. So Sam Bradford was the first pick. Cam Newton was the first pick in 2011. So it was Matthew Stafford, 2009, Sam Bradford, 2010, and Cam Newton in 2011. And Matthew Stafford has had the best overall career so far. One more a bit of housekeeping. The shirt, Lions Syndicate, inspired by the all grit shirt that the Detroit Lions wear, especially Dan Campbell. I don't know if you watch Quarterback, but it was all over Quarterback. I think they interviewed Dan in one day, and he had on the shirt. This is actually the best seller on the store, so consider checking out the Lions Syndicate store, fandrivenbrand.com, and getting yourself some merchandise, man. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. I wanted to let everybody know as well, I have not updated the end credits yet. I'm working on it. Don't worry. You guys will be updated very soon. I appreciate your patience. I am running probably 5 channels right now. So yeah, I am sorry. And if you have hit a year or 6 months and you are a director member and you have not received your milestone gift, please, please, please email me. I have all these helmets sitting and waiting on them to be claimed. All right. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. I hope this whole Ratledge situation works its way out. I hope he doesn't become a rat, because that would suck.